discuss
Hi.
it.
I put up the wrong hang on, it's not Appalachia. Sorry guys. One sec. And
Yeah, yeah, it is.
what what did you say? It's our paranormal Q&A.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god. You know it's
Uh,
bad. Harlow's confused.
yeah, it's contagious.
Okay, we'll be right back, you guys. I have to send my mom my links. Hold on. Hi. Thank you
Hey.
for waiting. I literally had to send my mom links, even though her internet is out. Her internet's always out, but I wanted to be the loyal daughter that I am and make sure to do that. My mic is not plugged in, so we need to do that. And hold on. Sorry, you guys. I am not prepared tonight. I'm not going to lie. Not even going to pretend like I'm prepared.
I'm gonna have to learn like juggling or something to fill in the space.
Oh my God, that's a great idea, actually. Juggling specific is a great idea. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I think we're ready.
Yay.
We've got a lot of questions to get to, so we're probably going to run late. So for those of you that are over, that are our Patreon, hi folks, hi Violet, hi Carmen, Joanne. So for those of you that are on, that was weird. We'll have to find out what's going on over in Harlow's place in just a moment. That's super weird. Okay, one paranormal incident at a time, please.
Okay, I have no clue what that was, but
I had a feeling you'd have no clue. That is weird.
if it happens again, I'll go investigate. But in the meantime, we have a lot of questions. So
Okay. Joanne. That's very sweet of you,
thank you. I
Joanne.
appreciate that. Evidently, I need to research things at home too.
Okay. What I was saying is a couple things. Patreon. We are going to be doing Appalachia number 2, part 2. Appalachia part 2 tonight. Harlow, can you tell us a little bit about it? Because obviously I'm not really sure what it is.
Well, we covered some of the areas last time, but we didn't get to the Bell Witch Cave or Lake Shawnee Amusement Park, so we'll be doing those this time.
Okay.
As well as the Mimic.
I was just going to say,
yeah.
Are we doing the Mimic? Okay, good. So the Mimic is something that I feel like Harlow, if I don't speak for both of us here, like very intrigued by that. Like, what is that thing?
Yeah, it was interesting putting a video together of that.
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see what you put together and see what I channel. So
Yeah.
after this, hopefully around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be doing part 2. Probably will be a little later, but if you're new, join us on Patreon. We have a ton of content, exclusive content, all kinds of stuff. If you're part of Patreon, you get one question to ask each month. That's what a lot of our questions are tonight. And if you join the Behind the Hauntings Patreon tier, it's only $15. You will also be getting with that Denise's weekly soul support, and you'll be getting, now I'm adding meditations, probably not every single week, but at least 3 weeks out of the month we'll do a live guided meditation with discussion. And that's just going to come part of your Patreon. So if you're already a part of Patreon, thank you. And this is an added bonus for you. If you're new, you can join the $10 tier. If you're just looking for guided live meditations, you can join a $5 tier that just has your weekly soul support. And then you've got your paranormal tier that has all of that plus all of this good stuff. And then, of course, we got true crime if you're also into true crime. All right. So we're going to get started today with our first question. I've got my pictures here.
Okay. Do you want to start these in order?
I actually lied. I got my pictures over here. Yep, that's me. Let's do those in order.
Okay. So that would start with Nancy.
Okay.
Nancy says, I always feel a presence at that space in my house, as you saw in the video, and my cat Pearl definitely reacts to something. Also, I see shapes and faces and hear voices in my room. Brown shapes that look like spiders with lots of hairy legs. They float from my head to the ceiling. At the time of our reading, you had passed the spirit that was in the corridor. Jack was his name. And you also said I had aliens, which you helped to pass. However, the activity seems to be back.
All right. I do remember. So obviously, as you guys hear, I did a full reading for Nancy, and we had a lot going on in the home. I do remember, Nancy, we talked about that. This is one of those homes that if you live in, you're always going to have activity, right? So it's not going to be humanly possible for me to continue to clear the energy. You're always going to have it there. So what that means is you have inadvertently, consciously, subconsciously, divinely guided, however we want to call it, are living in a home that is a vortex for energy, spirits, beings passing through, sometimes aliens, sometimes human. And so it's going to be about learning how to navigate that on your own. And I believe I sent you the 5 steps, talked a little bit about what that's going to look like. I'll definitely check out what's going on today. But I think long term, what we'll want to do is have you create some sort of system so you feel like you have some control over the energy in your home. And so what was the I want to answer this question really quick. Hold on. Daisy's mom. Daisy, why you said you've only done one guided meditation and it scared you and haven't done one since. What scared you about it? Not because it was a bad experience, but I went somewhere I probably shouldn't have. Would love to hear more about that. If you can tell us a little bit more, we can have a little discussion on that. All right, let me get back to Nancy.
Yeah, we could always save it for next time.
Yeah.
Give it a little more time.
Good point. So I'm looking at Nancy's pictures. And where was it? Did she say in there where she was, she was seeing the little spiders or?
The spider things were in her room.
Okay. And that's the main concern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't feel like those are alien. That would be the, like, I believe we've talked about, that would be the main concern for me, is that that's something that we would want to clear.
She's saying the main concern is the spirit.
The one in the hallway?
Yeah.
Is that in the write-up, or is she in the comments?
Well, she's saying the main concern is the spirit in the comments.
In the comments. Okay, good. Okay. It's interesting. I'm feeling a resistance to being allowed to clear this. I think it's because, Nancy, this is an ongoing situation that you have to step into on your own.
Yep.
Hold on, let me see. I also know, Nancy's got 2 girls, very psychic, very intuitive. They've got their own stuff going on. So there's all this stuff happening in your home. You've got 3 women that are being asked to step into their intuition, being asked to step into their psychic skill sets. And so, do you see the combination? It's inevitable that you're going to have all this activity, and because it's a platform, a learning tool for you all to start navigating this world. It's hard because most people don't see this world, like navigating the spirit world, as a necessity. It doesn't make money for them. It's not helping them with their health. It's not this, that, all these things that are applied to earthly life experiences. Because we have, as a society, decided that the soul's evolution from a spiritual psychic skill set space is not important. If it's not doing something in the immediate, it's not important. I'm not saying Nancy feels this at all. I'm sharing this with Nancy. Putting the time and effort into your psychic skill sets, into what's going on, is you're forced into that. Unlike others, you're forced into that because you live in a home where this activity is inevitable. So you're forced into dealing with it. So you can either enjoy that or you can push back and fight against it. This is where my work as a teacher and as a psychic is very different from other people's, because I am not going to continually either take someone's money or take their life lesson and fix it, which would take away the life lesson. Mm-hmm. And I have repercussions for doing that, and she'll have repercussions for that. Or B, taking money when it's not my job to fix. Again, not saying Nancy's asking me to do that. I'm just sharing with you guys where we can hit walls as students and teachers until the student says, okay, what is this going to look like? So what I'm going to give you tonight, Nancy, is I'm going to give you a whether it's a meditation or a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a, not seance, but anyway, I'm going to give you something that you can utilize to help you clear the space on your own. So they're showing me to have you sit in the center of your home, wherever that is for you, whatever feels right. So if you're not really sure what the center of your home is, what feels right to you, okay, find that space. Make sure you have a mat or something down underneath you so you're comfortable. And you're going to visualize, imagine, feel, see light coming down, but it's coming down on either side of you. So almost like 2 sheaths of glass, because it's see-through. And this is light that you're going to pull up really tight up into the universe, all the way up till you can't see it anymore. The important part is then you're going to visualize this light going up. It's hugging you on either side. And then you're going to push the light out like this. This light is see-through. Energy comes in, energy goes out. This is not I'm very sensitive to people continuing, like constantly putting up quote unquote protection, because then we put ourselves in a bubble and we're not experiencing life. So we don't want that.
But we want this light to hug you, and then you're pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out. Energy comes in, energy goes out. The difference is this energy is yours, and you get to dictate what, when, and how with it. And as you push it out, it's filling the home. And as it fills the home, you're basically saying to all the other beings there, this is my space, this is my home. I will pick and choose basically who comes through. Now, when we say we pick and choose, that doesn't mean you get to decide who comes in and who goes out. What that means is energies will come in, and you get to decide if they get to stay or if they need to move on. And that will be the next step for you, is being able to feel that. The only way you'll be able to do that is in your meditation practice. So you learn how to feel, see, hear intuitively. So making sure that meditation practice is every day without fail. And this is above and beyond that meditation practice. So my recommendation is it's something you do every day. You do your meditation, and then after it, you do this. You don't want to do this. What is the word I'm thinking of? It's not a spell.
I'm not sure. It's almost like an exercise, or
that thank you. Yes, exercise works. You don't want to do this exercise until you've done your meditation. So even if all you have time for that morning is a 2-minute meditation, that's fine. Do your meditation, then do this work, then do the exercise, and then you're good to go. Now, before you run the light, ground yourself. So feel, see, imagine the tailbone running down into the center of the earth, locking you in. Honestly, Nancy, you would do well if you joined the $10 Patreon, and then you would get your weekly meditations. Those meditations are going to be guided specifically to those that are watching. They'll be directed to those that are watching and what they need, and it'll help you ground. In the meantime, I've got meditations on YouTube, a ton of them that you can pick from. They're all free. Ritual, Brooke just commented, ritual. Yeah. Exercise, ritual, both are perfect. Thank you. So yeah, that's where you're at, Nancy. And honestly, this is a great place to be at. And it takes practice. It takes time, but you are more than ready to do it. Okay. Also, Nancy, if with that $10, during our meditations, you can, ask, I'm doing this, working on that. How can I shift this, change that, whatever? So I think you'll get a lot from that, especially for people who are doing this continued work and are looking for like quick questions, like how about this or how about that? Like that's what that Patreon is going to be great for, because I'll be able to access you quickly and regularly. So that ritual exercise is what you're going to do. And listen, one last thing, Nancy, you don't have to worry about who's there, why they're there, what they want. Sometimes that's going to come up and will be of value. It isn't always necessary. Okay. A lot of times it's just, don't worry about it. Just push it out, run it up, push it out. You'll know when you're supposed to get into the details of what, when, and how. Okay. Or who, what, and where. All right.
Number
Nancy,
2.
Yeah. One last thought. I used Nancy as a example and as a teaching tool. I didn't mean to pick on you by any means. It was you are in a position a lot of people end up in. And so your question is very helpful for others to hear.
Definitely.
Okay. Now I promise I'm ready.
Next, we have Carmen. This is a long one, so bear with me.
Okay.
Carmen says, I had weird paranormal experiences as a child. There are 2 dreams that I've thought of often throughout my life. Dream number 1. Around the age of 8-ish, I was standing in my bedroom doorway facing my bed. I saw myself sleeping in bed flat on my back. Then next to me, I saw another me. So now there were 3 of us identical to each other. I quickly headed towards my bed to get to the sleeping me, and the third me also raced to the bed. I fell to my knees and tried crawling towards the bed, but the third me got to the bed first and jumped into the me that was sleeping. Then I woke up. I apologize if this is confusing.
I actually followed that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Carlos, like, of all the stuff you can't follow, that you followed. All right, go ahead with the next one.
Okay, dream number 2.
Mhm.
Dream number 2, around the age of 19 or 20. I was sitting on top of a pyramid. It was pitch black, and the space had no end. It was deep black that's hard to describe, like a flawless black. On top of the pyramid, I was sitting with legs crossed in a circle with other people. We were singing and clapping. To the back left, there was a doorway with a crisp, bright white light. It was the cleanest bright light I've ever seen. Suddenly, I was on the bottom of the pyramid with my arms stretched out, looking for something. I got on my knees, feeling around, looking for it. Then the people on top of the pyramid shined down a spotlight. It was the same type of light from the doorway. I found what I was looking for, and it was a piece of that same light. It was small like a keychain and fit in my hand. I then got back on the pyramid. Once back on top, the circle of people was smaller, and they were different people. The circle was so small, they had to scoot to the sides to make room for me. Again, we were clapping and singing. Then there was a loud thunder that shook everything, and we all put our faces to the ground. Then we went back to clapping and singing. This happened 3 times. But the third time, after the thunder and shaking, there was a voice that came from the doorway with the light, and it said, "It's time." Then I woke up. I've been trying to understand these dreams all my life. I'm now 47 and can still remember both dreams clearly. In addition to those dreams, I saw a person in my childhood home a couple of times. I grew up very religious, so everything we didn't understand we were told it was the devil. I don't follow any religions now. I'm also currently a hospice nurse and have worked in pediatric oncology when I first started as a nurse. Thank you for taking the time to read this and for all you do. That's
okay.
doozies.
Yeah, those are doozies. I won't make you reread them.
Thank you.
It's it's interesting when the information starts coming in. It's like I anyway. Okay, so parallel lives, alien Egyptian are the same. You actually run parallel lives. Okay, so now I think I won't speak for Harlow. I think we talking about parallel lives.
Yes.
Okay. And so what I can say for your parallel life, let me be clear. I think I've only read one other parallel life. I don't know the logistics of how parallel lives work. I know people have written about it and talked about it. I'm talking about from my channeling sessions. I only speak to what I've experienced. I'm not saying others are wrong at all. I'm just saying until I've experienced it through my channeling, I won't speak to it by just regurgitating someone else's information. So parallel lives, as I have experienced it, all I can do is channel for you right now to help us understand. You do and have always lived a parallel life. This other life, Egyptian alien, it's the same thing. It's the same life. It's in Egypt as with your alien family from the future. They understand you're living dual lives. It's not a walk-in. It's nothing like that. It's literally you are very conscious and clear that you're living 2 lives. In that other lifetime, these 2 dreams that you remember, they're actually recurring dreams that are, I'm not saying that you literally dream them recurring. I'm saying that it's an experience that is occurring on loop because you are part of a group that is working to help heal the planet. So this is not a surprise that you've gone into health care to assist humans, because that's your skill set in alien form also. The recommendation is to tap into this alien family and when you go to sleep at night, feel, imagine, relive the dreams and ask to be brought back so you can be shown what you are supposed to do to be of assistance and how that is supposed to assist you in this in this life. So both lives are running at the same time. Don't worry about what the other life is doing, because you'll be shown that and experience that as it's needed. If you become consumed with the parallel life, you will damage this life. This is why it comes in pieces, and it is not for you to be jumping timelines without permission and acknowledgement. Permission from who? Yourself and your alien family. Meaning you have the knowledge, awareness, and higher vibration to give yourself that conscious choice to be in this other timeline. You're not there yet. Get there. That's not me yelling at you. That's your family. I think we need a deeper read, and we need so I can, when you're ready, we need to do a longer session, and I'll do a channeling session, and we'll connect you and we'll piece this out. But that's this is not a your experience was not just a dream, and it's not just a one-time thing. It's a bigger experience. So when you're ready, no pressure. I don't push or force my sessions. It's important that you're ready and you're ready to get the information. In the meantime, sit with what I've given you and get a meditation practice if you don't have one already. Bring these dreams into mind before you go to sleep, and simply ask your alien family to begin to show themselves, so you can begin to become more aware of these the timelines that you're jumping and in, so that it can be better utilized to serve you in this life and that life. So you may find you don't need a session with me, because just by utilizing those tools, it may open up everything you need.
She had a question.
Oh, she's here. Great.
Yeah. Do they protect me in this lifetime?
Interesting that I'm being... Okay, let me share you with something with you guys that's coming through from her family. Protection is a combination of our soul knowing what it's supposed to experience and what it's not. Outside sources only intervene when there is extreme cases. And they're saying this because they want you and all of us to stop looking outside for protection and start realizing it's us that is protecting ourselves, our intuition, our knowing. And then if we are feeling like we need extra assistance, we call on yes, that for you that would be. But they're leaning really heavy on, please don't think that we are like absentmindedly just like kind of picking you up and showing you around. That's not what's happening. What's happening is you're a very evolved being, and they need you to come into that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
I saw something actually on a video today about that very same thing, about how many people are constantly wanting to get these protection spells or something done because they're not believing in their own power.
Oh, interesting. Good. I'm glad others are talking about it. All right. Hope that helped.
All right. She says, got it. Thank you. Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. That would be Brenda.
Wait, hold on. You're breaking up. Hold on. Can you start over? Sorry, you're breaking up.
Yeah. Am I good?
Now you're good. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. My older sister, Alex, and I are currently not in contact as of last summer. A large part of the conflict involves her close relationship with someone named Chrissy, who has influenced a lot of her beliefs and actions towards me. I've even been blocked by both of them online. From my perspective, their dynamic feels unhealthy and has contributed to the breakdown of our relationship. My sister's fiance, Greg, is also heavily involved. I'm trying to understand the deeper energetic or soul dynamics involved. Is there a karmic or spiritual reason for the situation, and is reconciliation likely to happen? I've included a photo of them and myself.
Okay, one sec. Chrissy has taken there's an interesting dynamic here, Brenda. And I'm going to liken it to, it may not literally be this, but it's feeling very much like a relationship between the three. Like this may be something that they've invited her into their relationship, and they're not wanting others to know that that's what's going on, and that's why they're pushing people out. Now, have they invited her in a sexual way where this is, a larger relationship, or have they invited her in almost unknowingly, and she's now controlling the dynamic of the three of them? This is where we are unclear. So let me see if I can get some clarity. I wish I had some cards with me really quick. Let me grab some cards really quick. One sec.
Okay.
Oh, all right. All right, then let me fix this. I think Brenda's in the comments. How long ago did this happen?
I don't know. It said not in contact as of last summer. It's
Okay.
in the description.
Yeah. So, there's. It's not going to end well. June, July. Okay. It's not going to end well, unfortunately, for these three. There's going to be a large falling out. And at that point, she'll slowly start making her way back to you, Brenda. It's just you gotta wait this one out. It's gonna get ugly. And your sister may never Chrissy is a spiritual teacher to them. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, muddies the waters.
Yeah. This is yeah, well, I think we should use the word spiritual teacher lightly. Because this is not the way things go. This is not how we shouldn't be teaching by, isolating. Just my opinion. Anywho, yeah, she's this is not going to end well, and it's going to be very difficult for your sister, and she may have a very hard time sort of owning up to it. And she may just quietly start, what will probably happen is she'll quietly start coming back. And the best thing for you to be doing between now and then, Brenda, is to really focus on forgiveness and understanding that right now it's like when you have a friend in a bad relationship and you don't want to stop hanging out with your friend, but you can't really talk about the bad relationship anymore because the friend's not getting it. They're not ready to see that it's a bad relationship. So all you can do is wait until they see that. And for you, the best thing you can do is really work on your forgiveness, because when it's time for her to come back around, and she will, you don't want us to waste however many more years being resentful, angry, and not being able to forgive. So if we really want to come from a spiritual place, we start to work on the forgiveness now for all parties. It is not easy. It will take time. You will want to yell, scream, journal, go to therapy, have all your feelings. And once you walk through all of that and you have your meditation practice, within that meditation practice, you will start to see the three of them for the energetic spaces they are currently in. So right now they are all in 5th grade, and you wouldn't yell and get mad at a 5th grader because a 5th grader doesn't understand 7th grade. Well, they're in 5th grade. They don't understand 7th grade yet. Even though Chrissy has titled herself a spiritual teacher, most spiritual teachers are in 5th grade, and they can label themselves whatever they want. So they don't understand what they do because they're at an emotionally immature age. And we don't want to judge them for that. What we want to do is step back and work on our own forgiveness so that when your sister's ready, I'm not saying Chrissy should ever be your friend or anything like that, but for your sake, you find forgiveness. When we find forgiveness, we're giving ourselves forward to the next moment. When we can't forgive, we're held in that moment. And you want to move yourself forward to the next moment. So that's forgiveness. It takes time. It will take you probably the exact amount of time that they're going through this. When your sister comes out of it, she will be there. I'm feeling about a year. And I'm sure the next question you'll ask is a year from when it happened, June or July, or a year from today. Not really sure. I feel like you may see some movement come summer. You'll start hearing things that things aren't working out. There's fighting, whatever that might be. We don't want this to end in a blow up, but I don't know how it could end any other way because Chrissy is so manipulative that she's setting everyone up for that. So your sister won't come out and say she was wrong right out of the gate. It will take time. But when that time comes, she'll feel comfortable to say that, to say, I'm sorry, to say I made a mistake, because she'll feel that you will have already forgiven her. Okay. Give it to be safe. Let's say 1 year from today, but I do see stuff moving in the summer. That's your only role right now. Your only role is to seek forgiveness for your sister. Pretend like she's away at college and you guys can't communicate, because that's where she's at. She's going through a growing pain and you want to be able to do your best to support her. Don't take it personally. Has zero to do with you. They may say it does, but it has nothing to do with you. Okay, let me go ahead. Let me just check her. Brooke, Brenda had a couple questions. Let me just check them really quick. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in the comments here.
Patreon.
Okay.
Okay. Go. Okay. Hopefully, I can't. You know how Patreon is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Hold on one sec before we. Oh, Brenda's asking, thank you. Is there a romantic aspect going on? It may not be, because when you said she's behaving as a spiritual teacher, that might have been what I was feeling. But honestly, that's also the first thing that came to me.
Yeah.
So it could be, which is only going to make it worse. It's like that. Was I right to agree to go no contact because of this? I feel like I could have overreacted. Brenda's asking, she said she wanted to go no contact, and she's saying, did she overreact? No, I think no. You didn't overreact. This summer, when I said I felt movement in the summer, it might mean that could be a time for you to reach out again and just say, listen, I'm sorry. Maybe I did overreact with the no contact. I just want you to know that I'm here. And basically what you're doing when you're ready is saying everything's 50-50, right? Relationships are not all one side. They're 50-50. That's you extending your olive branch, saying, I take my 50%. Whether you overreacted or not, I don't feel like you did. I feel like it was the only way to deal with this situation, and you would have been forced into it no matter what. But there's nothing wrong with being, coming forward and saying, I'm sorry. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it gives her an opening to to say something
It
back.
gives you an opening. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's exactly it. Yes. All right. Okay, go ahead.
All right. The last one is Haley. Haley has a video and she says she wants to know if the orbs in the video are her unborn spirit, her son's spirit. He's 4 and took this video years before he was born.
All right, one sec. I'm sending a link. All right, so we've got someone whose home, they caught some orbs on camera. She thinks it might have been her unborn son, correct? The landlord of the home, I believe is what she said, or the homeowner, or who they bought the home from, I don't know which, thought it may be his wife who had passed. I'll show you guys the video.
Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought. I felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. All my frozen sneaking out and following the light. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. All the guys dreaming, figuring out who I was. Let's get over. Somebody would have told me,
Harlow, did you catch when and where, so we can tell people to look for the orbs? I'm going to play it again.
Yeah, it's when she kind of spins around. You can't miss it. It's a big orb, goes right in front of her.
Right there?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Right here. It's coming up. Right there.
Gotcha. There's all kinds of stuff going around.
Like white mist or other orbs all around.
Yeah. Do you think those are orbs or dust?
I don't know.
Okay.
The one orb is really interesting because...
Should I restart it? There's nothing more here.
That was the main thing. There is
Okay,
other things,
ahead.
but I'm not sure about the other things you do see. It's like a little mist or a little orb here. There's the one orb around her feels interesting because to me it feels very joyful. It feels like it's dancing with her. It kind of spins around with her.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the big part of it.
Interesting. Anything else that you would like to share on your feelings or observations on it?
No, that's essentially it. Someone else is watching this and enjoying it and happy with them, especially with that little girl. It moves around her, not around the gentleman.
Interesting. I love your observations are always very interesting. Okay. Intuitive observations. I'm just pulling up her pictures. This was a last minute ad, so okay, hang on. Yeah, I feel like that was your son, and there's a connection that I feel more so with your son and and his father, your husband. That is a karmic connection. So karmic connections can be positive, karmic connections can be challenging. It depends. We don't know yet, right? But there was a reconnecting that they were doing prior to him coming into body, sort of a checking in and prepping for his return. They've been all of us in our current families, we tend to move in soul clusters. So it's not unusual for people we know, people in our families, people we've been with, that we've been together in many lifetimes, because we tend to travel together, not all the time, but a lot of time. And so it's not unusual for souls to sort of be checking in to prepare before they come into body. And that's what you captured in that moment. And I'm feeling a direct, like, karmic relationship between father and son.
It's like he was saying he was ready to dance also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you have it. There you go. That's the answer you were looking for. All right. Did we not? We got through it all before, or is there any more? Is that everything?
No, that's it.
All right. Any comments, questions? Let me check and see if there's anything on Patreon. Otherwise, let me remove this. We've got, just a reminder, after this, we'll be over on Patreon doing our Appalachia read.
Interesting.
Making sense of mimics. And what were the other two locations?
The Bell Witch Cave and the Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. Both are supposed to be pretty haunted.
All right. Okay, so Daisy's mom, I'm seeing your comment. We'll talk about this on Thursday. We'll do this before we do our video read for Thursday.
Okay.
All right, that was good as always. Nice work. Thank you, Harlow, for helping me with all that. Good questions, guys.
All the questions that are sent in and all the videos. It's always interesting.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll see you guys over on Patreon. Thank you.